All right, guys, we have some luck. SRO buck for 2023. Little velvet 2-point. What do you guys think?
Can't save my soul, so let the valley flood. I wear the cup that I'm cut from.
Hold on, SRO fans. Well, we got our first harvest of the year, big game harvest. We had been chasing deer around in 23 and didn't really have too much luck, as anyone else knows that what was up there. A billion people. But anyway, after work I come in and told the family, let's go run out to the hills and see if we can find us a little deer to stalk on. So we fumble out there, not looking too good, trying to get the little girl, our little girl in the truck. At that point, I was kind of like, well, just stay home. And I was like, let's go out. It's better to be out in the hills than at home inside. So we go right off the back. We see two 2-points, and so we haul butt up the road a little ways, and then I bail out and cut them off, and I get a 86-yard shot going right over the top, and so I keep pressing, and finally I get another opportunity at 88, and I punched the trigger, and I could tell that was a miss. So I walk up the hill, and I wash my feet off, and they go around this point. So we get to the truck, and we haul butt over there, and I run down the hill and cut them off. Well, no opportunity because they already went past that point. So I started walking down the road, and I could see them further down about 300 yards. So I jogged down the side, out of sight, and then I cut them off. I see their antlers, I cut them off, and they didn't even know I was there. And I kind of lost sight of them. I knew it was close, so I had my rangefinder ready. Boom, 2-point jumps out. Didn't even know I was there, so range 56 yards, downhill, broadside. I'll hold for it a little bit for it. I hear the impact, and I'm like, man, I'm not going to get too excited, you know, but I know I did hit, and I watched them run off, and they look hurt. So I get over to finding my arrow, and it's, sure enough, it's covered in blood. And that's a good sign. So I'll wave the family down. They come down, and I kind of walk out looking for the deer first. That way, just in case I have to put another arrow in or I didn't get them. And I go down, and like a dummy, I wasn't following blood, but it was already getting dark. But I was like, well, I'm about to go get a flashlight. I turn around, and it's right behind me. And I couldn't be happier. I was already happy when I seen the blood on the arrow. So stay persistence. And I was telling the wife, I heard my friend told me at work, I'm really persistent when things aren't going my way, that I stay persistent until I get it right. You know, and as any tradesman, you're what's the word? You want to stay, you want your work to look professional, you want to stay hard at it, but that's just like with anything else, especially archery hunting. You gotta stay persistent, or, you know, just keep plugging along, and you get the reward you've been working for. So, you know, good luck to all the other guys out there hunting. You know, I hope you guys can all put a deer in your freezer. And that's my story for my 2023 Archery buck. My first velvet buck to add to that, so that's really nice. Alright guys, well I'm going to finish up, get in the cooler on ice, and hopefully enjoying a late night tenderloin dinner. SRO out. Alright guys, what's going on SRO followers? We're over here cutting up our deer. Got my buddy here. He's showing me how to do all these cuts. You know,
in the scenes.
Yep. I'm the typical native guy, just cut everything into stew meat and steaks. But now we got some stuff for the grinder. We're gonna get plenty more of that. Look at that beautiful chunk right there.
Top round roast.
Top round roast, huh? Look at that. Beautiful. And we got some stuff going on over here. Got some steaks, another top round roast, some more steaks. We got all the vacuum sealing packaging stuff here. So share your comments and tell us how you do yours, and maybe we can give each other some ideas about how we cut up our deer steaks, or what we do with it, or how you cook it. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright, so look at these back straps here. Our favorite. This is over here trimming it up. Oh yeah. You can already see the bacon wrapped on it and slow cooked. Delicious. Got another bag going for the grind. It's nice to have help. Get the BS, have some coldies, jam out, and just have some good laughs.